Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, here represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, Your Excellency, Governors of sister states in the Federation, members of the Federal Executive Council, distinguished senators and honorable members of the Federal House of Representatives, our national leaders here present, our leader, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our leader, Baba àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké, Chief Bisi Akande, our leader, Chief John Odige Oyegun, my own mentor and leader, Ọ̀túnba Adeniyi Adebayo, our leader, the former president of the Senate, Chief Kenny Nnamani, other national leaders here present, particularly our father, Evangelist Bamidele Olomeloa, Asiwaju Olusegun Oni, our former governors in Ekiti State, His Excellency Ọ̀túnba Bisi Egbeyemi, Deputy Governor of Ekiti State, and his wife, Chief Mrs. Margaret Egbeyemi, Our Excellency, my wife Erelu Olabisi Fayemi, Speaker of the Ekiti State House of Assembly, and honorable members here present, members of the Diplomatic Corps and executives of multilateral and honorable members, leaders from the private sector, the chairman, Ekiti State Council of Traditional Rulers, and all our royal fathers, Ikú Bàbá Yèyé, His Eminence the Ọọ̀ni of Ife, Kábíyèsí Òṣèmàwé Oǹdó, Kábíyèsí Déjì Àkúrẹ́, leaders and members of trade unions and associations from across the state, civil servants, teachers, union leaders, student union leaders and members, members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, and journalists here present, our spiritual fathers and mothers in the Lord, members of my family from Isho Ekiti, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this land is ours, with all its glory, beauty, danger, and chaos. This land is ours, and we cling to it, even as we see the blood on the lips of the vultures who prod and peck at our throats so they can suck even more blood. This land is ours, and we dance on it to rhythms old and new, with graceful limbs linked across generations, all bound together with the promise of tomorrow and the hope of redemption. This land is ours, and we reclaim what is ours with our voices, with our blood, and with our souls. This land is ours, and the air we breathe on it is too sacred for those without souls to inhale. This land is ours, and it shall be free. The land is free. Ekiti, the words of the poem I just read was written by my beloved wife, Erelu Olabisi Fayemi, and it captures the essence of the hope we all shared as we patiently waited for this day. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. For today we reclaim our land from the hands of those that have held us captive. I must start by paying special homage to those that came before us and upon whose labors our generation is building. Our forebears of ages past, who bequeathed to us a rich history of honor and dignity, who bound together as one indivisible Ekiti Confederacy and fought wars to liberate us from external forces that sought to subjugate us. They taught us that only in fighting together can we truly win. I am certain that these ancestors of ours, who we have learnt about in our history books and from the oral traditions of our griots, are similarly assembled in the great beyond today as a great cloud of witnesses, cheering us on as we embark on this journey set before us. I also know that they will be particularly proud that we are all in this place, symbolically called Ekiti Parapor Pavilion, which to the glory of God was one of the projects I inaugurated as I left office in October 2014. I must also salute our patriots of more recent years, who worked hard to ensure we can have our own state within our great country, Nigeria. All those too numerous to mention, who worked hand in hand to bring about the creation of Ekiti State on October 1st, 1996. Some of them are now departed, and a good number are still with us. I salute and honor you all, and thank you for the grand vision you had for our beloved state. I warmly greet all Ekiti sons and daughters at home and abroad, including those in Ekiti towns and villages in neighboring states who share our rich history as part of the Confederacy of old. I thank you all for your perseverance and service to our great state, and welcome you all to the new era that this day represents. It is my honor to stand before you today, having taken the oath of office as governor of the land of honor, Ekiti State, just moments ago. Our Most High God, who rules the affairs of humankind, are so determined that I should have the rare honor of assuming this office for the second time to the glory of his name. Indeed, it is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. I am truly grateful to the people of Ekiti for being the instruments through which this divine mandate has been given, and it is my solemn promise to do right by my people and honor that oath as God helps me. Never again. As much as today marks the beginning of a new phase in our history as a people, it also signals the end of an era, or more appropriately, the end of an era. Without a doubt, Ekiti has been through a horrible wilderness experience in the past 4 years. Our reputation as a people has been solid, and we have become the butt of jokes due to the crass ineptitude, loquacious ignorance, and ravenous corruption masquerading as governance in our state during the past administration. As we assume office, it is our duty, and we will live up to it, to ensure we thoroughly review, document, and widely disseminate the present state of affairs so that all and sundry can know what has become of our Commonwealth. Independently verifiable preliminary findings indicate that we have been plunged into a debt as this of over 170 billion naira, with commitments to innumerable white elephant projects, an average of 8 months' salaries owed across government entities, and many state assets unaccounted for. We will ensure that within 100 days from today, Ekiti will know the true position of things in keeping with our ethos of transparency and accountability in governance. We are not interested in trials by media, witch hunting, or playing to the gallery. We will seek out the truth and lay it before our people. As I have said time and again, my coming back to office is not a revenge mission, but rather a healing balm on a painful wound. However, as the events of the past 4 years go into the history books, we owe it a duty to ourselves and generations coming after us to work together to ensure that never again shall we be deceived into making such a grievous mistake that has set us back so steeply on the development curve. Certainly, we will not all belong to the same political party, nor share the same ideological beliefs, but the reins of leadership in Ekiti State must never again be allowed to fall into the hands of those who do not understand what governance or development is all about. Never again should we give up free and qualitative education for Herculean fees and taxes levied on our school children. Never again should we give up free health care and functional hospital for a total neglect of our health sector. Never again should we give up integrated infrastructure development for bridges that lead to nowhere. Never again should we give up a burgeoning tourism sector and a revitalized Ikogosi warm spring for decrepit structures now overrun by reptiles. Never again should we give up the peace and unity of our state for increased crime rates and general insecurity. Never again should we give up transparent and accountable governance with the requisite checks and balances of independent judicial and legislative arms of government for draconian one-man shows. Never again should we give up our reputation as a honorable and knowledgeable people to be known as apostles of stomach infrastructure. Never again shall we sacrifice prompt payment of salaries for indulgence in pursuance of projects of minimal benefit to the people. Never again, never again. Yet, from the ashes, we rise and shine as we look towards the light of knowledge and intellectualism that we're known for, which illuminates our mind and reflects in the good character and pristine values we